Hell yeah, boy! What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Denali, aka Don Squally, man, and we are back at it playing some Forza Motorsport 7 here on the channel. Now, I've been absolutely loving this game since it came out. Just for some reason, man, I really prefer Horizon 3 over Motorsport. The Motorsport games, really, in general. I can't lie, I'm a big fan of the free roam aspect of it. But if I had to be honest with you guys, man, since I've been playing this game a lot in the last week or so, I gotta say, man, I'm really loving being back on the track, trying to beat those best times, just enjoying the new graphics and the new layout of this game, man. But as always, you guys know how it goes. We are taking your requests every single video uploaded, so don't forget to let us know what you want to see down in the comments section, man. Today's request is coming from one person in particular on YouTube, man. Vintage Bacon Sauce wants to see a 1995 RS2 Avante. So for those of you guys who do not know what the RS2 Avante is, man, that is an Audi, I believe one of the old school, very quick, one of the faster Audis, let's say, of the 90s, man. So we're going to go ahead, skim through these cars here, see if we can find said 1995 Audi. And there it is right there, the RS2 Avante. Now, as you can see, looking at about 56,000 credits. So that's one of the more affordable cars in the game here. Now, obviously, you guys know how we do it. We're going to start out in a manufacturer color. That purple, man, I can be 100% honest with you guys. I have not seen an Audi in that purple ever in my life, man. But the fact that that's a manufacturer color, I kind of like it, man. I'm kind of digging it. But let's go ahead and start out with some forest green here. We're going to see if we can make this thing a little bit better later on. Now, obviously, in order to do that, we're going to have to jump into the tuning and upgrade shop. So let's go ahead and take care of that right now. Now, we're going to check out the engine swap options here. Already looks like it has a very powerful turbo motor in here. Only other options are a 5.2 liter V10 or the 4.5 liter V8. Now, I'm inclined to say this 4.5 liter V8 is from a newer Audi, possibly RS4. Not too sure, man. I'm not a big Audi enthusiast. For those of you guys who are subscribed to my main channel, that being youtube.com/Denali, links down in the description, man. I'm a Nissan guy. I gotta say, I'm a Nissan guy. Now, this is the second time that I've seen this. This is our second video build, and what I'm noticing is that there's no front bumper, even though it says there is, and once again, no rear wing, even though it says that there could be. So that's something that I'm thinking is going to have to be updated in the near future through, you know, the Xbox One updates. I'm pretty sure drag tire. Now, here's a funny thing. I also didn't see a drag course on here. So I'm going to have to look a little bit better and see if maybe I can find a quarter-mile drag strip. We're going to go with the race tire compound since we're going to mainly be using this thing on the track. Now, obviously, front and back tire width needs to get upgraded. Looks like I possibly already own the upgraded tire width, so that's cool. What I'm going to do next up, find a wheel that I think suits this. Now, you know, this stock wheel has a nice shape and everything, but I think we can get a little bit of a nicer dish on here to really stance this thing out just a little bit. Now, I'm going to go ahead and throw on these FM10s by Fisk. Now, a lot of very similar wheels to choose from as opposed to Forza Horizon 3. The only thing that I'm really noticing is the detail in this game. The detail is really, there's no comparison as opposed to for Horizon 3. I'm saying so many Forzas, man. Now, I was talking to my buddy, and the way that I explained it was Horizon 3 is basically a cartoony, not as realistic version, whereas me playing this game, even in comparison to Motorsport 6 to Motorsport 7, Motorsport 7 is just a much more realistic look, feel. I find the driving dynamics are much more forgiving as well. Like Motorsport 6, if you didn't know what you're doing, you're crashing all the time, man. Whereas this game, I find it's a little more, let's say, for beginners, man. Like, I'm a pretty good Forza player. I like to think so anyways. The stats, you know, the stats are there. You guys can look into them. But truth be told, man, I found Motorsport 6 to be very challenging and very difficult. Like, as far as the racing aspect went, I found that all-wheel drive cars in that game were really the only way to go. Otherwise, you're just getting crushed by everything. Whereas this game, you can pretty much race any car that you want. I was racing a stock BRZ in this game earlier, and it didn't have any problem keeping up with a lot of the cars that were in the game or in that particular race. Now, as you can see, we're getting a lot of boost lag and not a lot of horsepower with this turbo upgrade. So I think that's going to be something that we're going to pass on. But since I do want to get a lot of power out of here, we're going to throw some cams on there. That's going to boost our red line up almost to 10,000 RPM, which is definitely going to help. So I'm thinking engine-wise, that's going to be pretty much it. The only other thing I would have wanted to do is some turbos on this bad boy. But since that would have really thrown our car all out of whack, I think we're just going to go ahead and pass on that. Now, springs, I want to see this thing slam. One of the great things about the Motorsport franchise is that they do not slam your car right away, which gives us the opportunity to go ahead and do that. I'm going to stance this thing out. Audi's definitely, you know, the Euro spec with the Euro tuning, we should say. Definitely you see a lot of slammed and stance. And even this car right now, not as slammed and stance as I would have liked to see it. But look at, we have another glitch. As you guys can see, the rims out of the wheels here. So, I mean, we have a little bit of PSAs here that we need to send to Forza. You can see the tires not quite matching the rims there. There they are, relined up. So that's a little bit weird, man. You guys are seeing the, you know, the first-hand bugs when you buy a game like this. Now, obviously, I got the pre-order, which was out on the 29th. I believe the regular version, this here being the ultimate version. The regular version, I believe, is going to be out on October 5th. So hopefully by then, they'll have another DLC and they'll have a lot of these bugs worked out for when you guys start playing, or when the people who are buying it at that time start playing it. Now, I'm thinking a carbon fiber hood would really look nice on this thing. Now, as far as the wheels go, I do like the kind of chrome setup that's on this thing. It gives it almost a 90s feel, this being in 1995. Back then, chrome wheels were pretty common, especially in cars like this. So I think we're going to leave the wheels the way that they are. Now, before we get out there and start racing this thing, I do want to hit the apply decal section here and just do a few vinyl overlays here. Mainly, the first one that I did want to do was going to be on the hood, or sorry, the roof, I should say. I just want to black out the roof here, give it a nice, nice Euro look. Looks like we got the wing there too. That'll actually work out perfect. As far as the front bumper, I did want to throw on, let's see here, black. We'll size this up. What I did want to do is go ahead and black out that lower valence there. Maybe we'll widen that up just a little bit. Just a little bit. And that is, I think that's looking pretty good there. And also, I wanted to check out the rear bumper. Oh, we have the taillights going across, so that's cool. Can we vinyl over the taillights? Probably not. Chances are not likely. So that's cool. The only thing I wanted to do was kind of black out that center section that's actually the taillights on the rear bumper. But that works. That works, so we're going to save this to the car. And now that we got this bad boy all taken care of, man, let's go ahead and take this thing out on the track, see what it can do. So we're going to go ahead, hit the free play section here. And I'm just going to set up a quick little race here. Let's see. I'm not familiar with a lot of these tracks. The Top Gear, I've been playing this game and I've just been kind of racing on them. But let's go ahead and start this race up and see what this 1992 RS2 Avante? I'm going to say Avante. And we're going to see what this bad boy can do. Sounds beastly, man. Now, I'm not too sure what motor is in this thing, but I know in 95, I believe Audi and Volkswagen around that era, they were sharing the VR6 motor. That would really be something else if this was an all-wheel drive VR6 powered, you know, station wagon from Audi. I think that would be really cool. But all you Audi fans down there, let me know down in the comments section. Because like I say, I am a Nissan guy by heart. Now what I'm noticing here coming around these corners trying to get the ass end swinging out, that second gear bog, she does not like to be drifting and then shifting into second gear there. But if you initiate the drift in gear, I'm just kind of trying to shift it to stay off the red line, but really I should just be redlining the snot out of this thing because it can definitely do it. Now as far as the rally build goes, it handles the off-road quite nicely. I'm hoping that a lot of these cars that I build throughout this, that I'll be able to use for races in the actual game. Because right now, I've just been using the cars that they give you for free. And I'm starting to get to the end of the races that I actually can do with those cars. So, but I'll tell you what, this thing right now, handling great, man. Definitely likes to get the back end out just a little bit. Lots of grip, braking. Braking is great. Now, I love the interior shots that they have in these cars, man. Now, very realistic, more so than Horizon 3. Like I said before, Horizon 3, more so a cartoony game, whereas this is the real deal. This is like very much a driving simulator. If you were to have a wheel and seat set up, this would probably be the game that you want, man. Now, I know with PlayStation, they don't have any, like, good racing sims out. I don't know, I guess Project Cars, that's relatively old. You know, Gran Turismo's been slacking. Gran Turismo 6, I'm pretty sure, is the last Gran Turismo game to come out from that franchise. And if I'm not mistaken, man, that came out in like on the PS3. I know I had it for the PlayStation 3, but I don't know. I think this is really the game to have, especially if you're trying to get into realistic gameplay. With the wheel and things of that nature, man. Definitely go out, get yourself Forza Motorsport 7. I would say Forza Motorsport 6 would probably be able to hold you off, but after playing this game for, you know, as long as I have been, this game is definitely where it's at, man. So with that being said, I am thinking we are probably gonna put an end to this video. So as always, let me know what cars and builds you guys want to see in Forza Motorsport 7. And I'm thinking that's about it, man. So with that being said, I am your boy Denali, a.k.a. Don Squally. I just want to say thank you guys for rocking with me, man. And we're going to catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace. Oh no. Oh, for fuck's sake, every fucking time. Showdown, bitch. Should have had a V8, yeah. Recovery of a lifetime. Oh fuck! Oh no! Oh fuck! Yeah, just keep on rolling there. Yeah. Don't worry about the race or anything.